Typhon Mega 665. It's a cool buggy, and there's a lot of cool stuff about it. I changed the wing to a much more flashier neon colored. I have some different wheels and tires on it, and of course there is another body shell on it with a little bit of other color scheme. But of course on the inside it's always still the old brushed motor set up in it. So I think it's about time we change that. I have a pretty good hobby wing system here that's going to go into it. So and since I have the camera and everything, I'll point it over to the table and then we'll have a look at it together. So I guess what we need to do is we need to get everything out of here first. So the first 3 screws to remove are these. This is the one that holds the propeller shaft. Nice and beefy M4 screws. So, and there's some sort of something here that needs to be pried to one side. Oh, there we go. The drive shaft, the prop shaft can come out, I think. Yes. Well, look at this. It's all becoming awkward. Okay, so it's coming out in pieces. Alright, so that's the spring. Then we can take it out, and then we'll of course remember to assemble it like this again. Okay, that was tougher than expected. Now we pull on these pull tabs, and then the whole power module is supposed to come out. And again, it probably requires a little bit of and I got me a proper screwdriver. So let's have a look. I'm kind of getting there. Oh look, it has been freed. So the motor wires I can pull, but the fan is without a... No, here we go. There's the plug of the fan. So we have the whole deal out. And of course, in the meanwhile, of course, we want to also get rid of the speed controller. It's the next issue. And this, oh look at that, that's neat. That's the wire for the servo. And that's the speed controller that's gone. Oh yeah, and that was the amount of debris that we harvested. So I replaced the servo while I was at it also. This has a lot more power, it's got a lot more, you know, speed and power. So this then, this is the power module. I have one of these. These screws are very long, they're very tight, very secure. It's actually exciting to see what it looks like. Seen it on video a few times. I don't think I've seen it in real life before. So this is just a plastic half. It has these rubber covers so that you can access the motor screws. This is the non-slipper clutch. This is the one that isn't. isn't a slipper clutch. I have a different size hex here, just a moment. These are 3mm, these screws here. So this is our motor, this is our pinion gear. We should not need those. And this is our plastic. That is thick. That is quite rigid. This is really because this I didn't know. I did not know, should I buy the aluminium motor plate, or is the plastic one sufficient? That's like 5mm. There's a lot of material here. There is the motor. Here's my pinion. This is a 0.8. It's an 18 tooth pinion. It's a bigger pinion. It's a bigger motor. It's a bigger pinion. It's giving me more speed. It's giving me more of everything that I want. All right. So let's try and see, how do we thread locker. There. Okay, so now this is my insurance. This is a little this is for the Gorgon and that series. So this is where we can actually add a little bit of extra rigidity, I believe. So let's take the whole spur gear out. Then we need to fit the motor somehow with the, and let's give that a little bit of thread locker also. This is awkward. There we go. And then we'll I think I may or may not be able to put the pinion on. Let's see how that goes. That's gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. There we go. And then the whole idea is that you're supposed to be able to set the mesh really, really easily. Motor goes closer. Good bit closer. We are pretty tight here. How's that for a mesh? I need to really look at this. It actually feels really good. And where's our flat? There we have it. Well, that's it. That's it. Assemble. Will it fit? Away you go. Well, of course, I need to just roll the drivetrain a little bit. Oh yeah. Well, that was satisfying. Thank you. Now the next step, where the hell do we fit the electronic speed controller? Do we fit it here? Yes, we do! So installing the speed controller was actually easier said than done. I needed to scrape away, there was a plastic piece here, then there was a plastic piece here, and one here, and another one here. They would all obstruct the where I want to stick down the speed controller. So what I'm doing now is I'm just, you know, we need to loosen these VHB tape. This is some really strong tape, and it's also very strongly adhesive to the backing that it comes with, which is really excellent. There we go. The plan is now to sort of wedge it all the way down towards the receiver box, and hang on, the sensor wire. And now of course we want to go over and find our motor wires. One here. So let's try and see if we can locate There we go. Now everything is spinning correctly, and then we want to jam this one in there. There we go. And then our three screws here. Oh yeah. Right. Okay, so the trick to this receiver box is I took the little rubber gasket, and then I need to just jam in the wires here, and then after that, once they're in there, then we can sort of start to... Yes, and of course this is not the connector of my choice, so away it goes, and then we'll put another style on. Stress factor out of the way. Let's have a look. I have of course never tried this battery in the, and I think our connectors are correct. Radio system is on. Let's put that radio here so we can see it, and then let's try and see if we can switch this on. Beep beep beep. That's pretty wild. Let's see how it goes. Let's get the rest assembled, and then we are just going to pack all of this stuff down. Try to make it fit in there. Then we're gonna stick this out here. Put this down here. That's probably good enough. So I need to add a little bit of voiceover here because it looks like it's going great, doesn't it? But you know what? It's not gonna last. at this point it's starting to sound a little bit raspy, and it is. But I'm focusing on what's the speed, and I am just, yeah, I'm complacent. That's what I am. And yes, I chose to beat the poor machine a little bit more. Okay. Seems something is broken. Yeah, for some reason that came as a surprise to me, and I do the most obvious thing. I keep torturing the poor thing. I am being told to stop. Just stop doing this. No. I have honestly never ever tried anything like it. It's all gone. This is insane. This is like, what the hell went wrong? Well, I'll tell you what went wrong. It was me. It was me. I lost my sense of constraint. I couldn't take it easy. I could not drive this like I was supposed to. I was supposed to have, of course, backed off and taken it a little bit easy. You know, there were many signals. There were sounds from something that said, hey, there's something wrong. I'm in pain. I'm a machine in pain. You're mistreating me. You are not doing it right. So I should have listened to that. I should have listened when I should have thought when I saw that the body shell had started to deform. I should have stopped when I saw that I lost the front drive. I should have stopped when I saw that it was diffing out and it was sort of like expanding one of the tires, you know, without restrictions. And of course then eventually I exploded the tire and it all went wrong. But the other question, what went wrong? What went wrong inside the machine? I can't avoid it. I'm gonna have to do a teardown and do a troubleshooting and see what the hell went wrong with the machine, because I guess I owe that to the video, to if anybody's watching, you know. Yeah, a little bit more voiceover is required here, so I'm just feeling the car and just feeling where's the resistance, where there's no resistance, and here we can see I'm feeling the differential, and of course since it doesn't have a resistance I don't feel much. So yeah, the rear feels fine, the front not so much. And we take it apart again. It's a good way to get familiar with your vehicle, isn't it? So that's 3 long and a short screw from the bottom, and then the 2 screws from the front. That releases the little bumper and skid plate. And as I learned here, there's still another screw that's actually holding the bulkhead or top half of the gearbox, front gearbox, holds it in place. And the shocks, they need to go also. And 1 more screw from the bottom, and finally I can release the top half there. Okay. It's all gone. We know what went wrong. Alright. And the biggest challenge was actually finding a screwdriver that was long enough to get those screws out from the axle to the differential. I got so frustrated I forgot to film, and the last little bit is just me. Well, that's the destruction inside the gearbox. Of course, that's a lot of plastic little debris. It's disgusting. The differential itself, it's fine. And there you have it. The spur gear is just finished. It's just gone. And the pinion gear is steel. It's absolutely fine. It's the culprit. It's the one that ripped everything. There's my selection of screwdrivers. All were too short. The funny story was the one that came with the vehicle was actually the one that fit. Isn't that great? I now have a lovely dark workbench to work on. That's great. But other than that, this video was painful and not great. You know, we've left the poor Buggy in a sorry state. We've still got an unanswered question. What the hell actually did go wrong? I have a few parts that I have ordered, and one of the things that I do actually now think went wrong was that the little so-called not really a slipper clutch wasn't up for the job, and it didn't protect the front part of the drivetrain. So there is a sensor differential in the box. There's a few other parts. Of course, there's the gear that got horrified and just died. So with that, I'm afraid there's going to have to be a part 3 to this, because we can't leave everything unanswered. So if you do want to stick around for that, then you can subscribe, and you know, then the video is gonna come and you can see what actually happens, and hopefully we can give the Buggy a little bit of a proper run, and everything's gonna be good. Thanks for watching.